Hi everybody. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining me on these collective earth healings. They're so much fun for me and I hope you enjoy them too. And the evolution that may happen with it. Who knows what we'll end up doing. Like I mentioned last time, we can keep focusing absolutely on like oil spills and earthquakes and floods and hurricanes and water pollution and all the ways in which the planet is impacted that we would like to see change. And we can also work on each other. So, because when we work on ourselves, we heal the planet, we heal the planet, we heal ourselves. So, if there is a topic near and dear to your heart, either in your community or in your own family or your friend circle, let me know. And we can focus one of the week's intentions on something happening in your local community. So just let me know. Hello, hello. Today I wanted to focus on polluted rivers, and I thought about just focusing on like the top 5 all at once. And I love that idea, just to kind of show people how energy can work, but also it's just really fun to concentrate energy and thoughts on one particular location. And there's some discrepancy about which river is the most polluted, and we could look at different continents and then say, okay, within this continent, where is the best place to focus energy? But really, like the top 5 there seems to be a general consensus, like in the US being Mississippi and Ohio, in Europe, is it Sarno? Yeah, Sarno. And in South America, there's one in Argentina and Brazil that the people are really concerned about. Nile in Africa, several rivers in Africa actually. In China, the Yellow River, the Yangtze River, and the Citarum River in Indonesia, the Ganges River in India. So why is this important? I mean, yes, we want to focus on drinking water, of course. I mean, that's probably the most obvious, but it also affects our food, our transportation, our trade. I mean, there are so many things that are affected. The air is affected when you think about the water too. What's coming up off of the water gets into our air as well, and vice versa. So the waterways are so polluted for a lot of different reasons, right? Just good old-fashioned littering, pollution in that sense. Industrial chemicals, chemical runoff, agricultural practices. There are just so many reasons why our waters have gotten polluted, even wastewater management and how we handle our sewage. And it's really important that we have not just safe drinking water, but safe food, safe air. And there are a lot of different ways that we can improve our riverways, through watersheds, through pollution cleanup, through working in politics, with our understanding of chemicals and industrial waste and how we handle that and how we can eliminate or reduce that. So there are a lot of different ways that we can focus our energy today. I would like to go ahead and just focus on one waterway. I have now decided we will focus on one waterway. And I think I'm really being called to look at the Ganges River in India because of its size and because of its impact. And then maybe in the coming weeks, after like doing some focus in particular countries and particular communities, we'll jump back to another polluted river at another time. So let's focus our energy on the Ganges River. And the cool thing is when we do this, the energy we can focus specifically to the structure of the water, to shifting the frequency of the water so that it is clean and pure. But the ripple effect of that is also that energy will be supportive of the organizations that are working to keep it clean. It will be supportive of people, individuals who have their own practices and rituals in their home for companies. That energy can ripple out to the companies and to the politicians who are making these decisions. And so let's be expansive in our thinking about when we are sending this energy. You can simply just focus it on the water itself and the structure of the water itself, and just trust and know that the ripple effect out is going to be huge. So, like I always say, if you've been here before, if not, listen along, this will be new for you, that you can do this seated, you can do it standing, you can do this eyes open or closed, really doesn't matter. You can do this from a meditative state, of course. You can also do this just by getting into a feeling state, really focusing on what it would feel like to have clean waters. You can visualize, you can have the waterway out in front of you or in your mind's eye and visualize a clean waterway. You can also just mentally intend and just continue to send the same thought or a series of thoughts, affirmations. There are so many ways you can do this. There really is no right or wrong way. Just do the way that works for you and trust that it is having an impact, okay? And so to begin, I personally like to either visualize or use my hands and send life force energy through my hands to the waterway itself or to the focus of the exercise. And you may see my hands moving around, just moving energy. But again, like I said, you are welcome to do this however you want. Just wanted to let you know what you might see me doing if your eyes are open, watching the screen. And let's see. Yeah, so let's begin. Just taking a moment, maybe wiggle your fingers and toes, maybe circle your joints. Just really getting present in your body if that feels safe and comfortable to you. Maybe focusing on your breath or a part of your body that's calling your attention, just to bring yourself into this moment in time. Everybody has a different level of accessibility to the present moment, and there's no judgment. That's why I don't spend a lot of time walking you through an exercise that gets you in this present place, because everybody has a different level of comfort and safety with presence exercises. So you're more than welcome to watch the replay and get into whatever state you would like, or just dive right in. I just want you to know that energy is accessible regardless of your ability or your desire to get into the specific state. And I can share a story about that too, regarding mediumship and just being able to access that anytime and place without, sitting for 10, 20, 30 minutes in meditation to get there. So do what's right for you, do what's comfortable for you. Didn't share that story, maybe I'll share that story later. Let's get on with the exercise. So I'm just all over the place today. I hope you guys don't mind. All right. Focus now your intention, your visualization, your thoughts, your feeling state, whatever works for you. And we're going to focus our attention on India and Bangladesh, and that's where the Ganges River is. The Ganges River, which is polluted by a lot of different factors, not just plastics, but wastewater, chemicals from industrial waste, agricultural chemicals, you name it. There are so many things going on. So let's focus our energy and our intention on this very long river that affects millions of people. That affects their drinking water, that affects their food, that affects transportation, that affects way of living in more ways than we could probably comprehend, and that affects the air, that affects the land, everything. So now just send either life force energy or thoughts, feelings, intentions as you desire. And we're going to get quiet for a moment as we focus this energy and this intention on the river itself. It's that simple. It really is that simple. And our collective energies and intentions will actually have an effect on that river, on the people, on the companies, on the politicians, on everyone, everything. So I'll let you just focus your thoughts, your intentions, your feelings. And I'll check back in with you in a little bit. Friendly reminder to focus on natural breathing. Just breathing in general if you've forgotten. And holding your breath. Might feel good to reconnect with the soles of your feet on the floor or wiggling. A little bit of movement to reconnect to your intention, to your feeling or your visualization or affirmation. And it's okay to shift your focus or shift your approach. natural breathing, refocus. So we're just focusing on the Ganges River in India and Bangladesh. Maybe you know where that is, maybe you don't. You can still send your loving thoughts, intentions, and visualizations. You might be focusing directly on the water itself, or on the effects that the water has on its surrounding community. Just remember, it's okay if your mind wanders. Just bring it back. No judgment, nothing wrong with that. If anyone is having a hard time staying focused and present, it can be good to wiggle your toes and fingers to just be a little bit more in your body, get out of the mind a little bit. Just a few more minutes. In addition to the waterways themselves, the water, thinking about the biodiversity in all aspects, thinking about the marine life, the flora, the fauna, not just the people, the communities, but the animals, the plants. Final moments here just to refocus your visualization, thoughts, intentions, or feelings, and just really concentrate them for one final push. And whenever you're ready, you can take a break. And I'm really, really grateful for you all joining with me in the Collective Earth Healings. And if we could just take one final moment to send one collective thought of love and gratitude to all the water on this planet, that would be lovely. Just send a quick thought of love and gratitude. And thank you all again for being here, for being patient with me. I'm so used to doing this on Zoom where I can see all your faces and I'm not just staring at myself, which is so weird. I'm like used to doing these things live in like big crowds where it's like, hey, that's easy. Like staring at a camera for me is like, ooh, so like weird. Anyway, so thank you for your patience with me as I get more and more comfortable with staring at myself and not you all. These are so much fun. They really are effective. They really are helpful. And just be open to the massive impact that this can have. And like I said, if you have a specific friend, family member, community issue, loved one, a favorite, like maybe EPA Superfund site or there's something going on in the world that you want me to focus on, please let me know. I would be more than happy to feature that next week or in the coming weeks. And love you all so much. Take good care, and wherever you are in the world, good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, and see you next time.